So, last Friday, my friends and I decided to have our usual game night at my place. We do this every month, and it's typically a low-key affair with pizza, sodas, and an assortment of board games. This month, though, Dave insisted we try out something new he'd found online. He was unusually secretive about it, which piqued our interest. When the night finally arrived, Dave showed up with a massive box labeled Twist and Taste, the ultimate sensory experience. None of us had heard of it before, but we were game for anything that sounded so intriguing. As we opened the box, the first thing we noticed was the smell. It was unmistakably peanut butter. Confused but curious, we unfolded what seemed to be an oversized twister mat, only this one was slick and shiny. The instructions were simple: spread the provided peanut butter across the mat and play Twister as usual. We laughed it off at first, wondering if this was some kind of elaborate prank Dave was pulling, but the look of sheer excitement on his face convinced us otherwise. So, armed with spatulas and jars of creamy and chunky peanut butter, we got to work covering the mat. With the mat fully slathered, we started the game, and it quickly became clear that this was unlike any Twister we'd played before. The slippery surface made balancing a nightmare, and every move was a hilarious struggle. Soon enough, the room was filled with laughter and groans, as limbs flailed and bodies collapsed into the sticky mess. It wasn't long before we realized that the peanut butter was not just on the mat but on us, everywhere. Our clothes were ruined, and the floor was a disaster zone. Yet, in the midst of the chaos, there was a strange camaraderie forming. It was as if we were part of some absurd, peanut-centered brotherhood. By the end of the night, we were exhausted and covered head to toe in peanut butter. As we sat there, trying to catch our breath and salvage what was left of our dignity, Dave, who had been unusually quiet for the last few minutes, finally spoke up. With a mischievous grin, he said, "Well, I guess you could say we really spread ourselves too thin this time." And just like that, amidst groans and laughter, Dave secured his title as the king of dad jokes, while we vowed never to let him choose the game again.